Thank you so much for inviting me to speak today. I'm so pleased to be joining people right across the world today to renew that commitment to stand up to racism, stand up to fascism, and say that we won't stand for it anymore. We've been through a tough past year with the coronavirus pandemic, and if anything, this has definitely showed us just how global we are, and how when we have to fight something, we have to do it collectively. We have to do it with our hands stretched right across the world. And we've seen just how the pandemic has disproportionately in this country impacted people from Black, Asian, and minority ethnic communities, and just how much, even though, when we look at racism, we think about the overt types of racism that still happen today, all of those overt types of racism, but we look at now and seeing just how inequality and health inequalities and all the different inequalities can impact us, from our housing to our education. We've seen the backlash that's come from people fighting against this racism, and how their voices have been silenced, right down to attempting to silence our right to protest, to shutting us out of our own democracy. And we need to be careful and make sure that when we are challenging racism, that we are not just looking at the most overt types. We are looking to challenge all of those, because we know exactly what all of these different measures come to mean. We've also seen how easily it is, although through last year, through the Black Lives Matter protest, we saw people standing up and asking how they can be better anti-racist. We've seen just how much people can completely just brush the racism that we face aside, asking us, why it is that we think that we are experiencing racism, and challenging the racism we face. We've also seen in this country, just as there has been a renewed kind of struggle against violence against women and girls, just how much Black and Asian women can be left out of this challenge, and just how much reminding us just how much feminism can sometimes be only geared towards fighting struggles for white women. And I have to remind everybody and everyone again and again and again that fighting racism is just as important to the feminist movement as it is to anything else. So just to say that today, as we all come together, as we renew our commitment to fight anti-Semitism, as we renew our commitment to fight Islamophobia, as we renew our commitment to fight anti-Black racism and all forms of racism, we have to remember that it's not just for ourselves to think we are not racist and to not engage in racist behavior ourselves. It is for us to actively stand up as anti-racists, actively challenge racism in every single form we find, in every single little corner of our society and our lives. And until we do that, we are not being the anti-racists that we claim to be. Thank you very much.